Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another movie review. I watched Rockin with Judy Jetson over the weekend and I actually liked the feature presentation of the Jetsons movie a lot better than this, although Judy Jetson does show herself as very resourceful and she always has a plan in mind to get her out of a sticky situation. But the plot itself is kind of predictable, and some of the jokes are sort of cheesy and kind of lame. I mean, I really shouldn't say that, but one of the redeeming things about this movie, and it's not the jokes, would be the songs from it. Now, they may not be so good as they were from the feature film, but they're still pretty good on their own accord. And the entire plot is basically Judy has fallen head over heels for a teen idol named Skyrocker, and of course everybody in the known galaxy is got a crush on him. And she has been writing songs about him, and she's hoping that her latest lyric sheet will be sung by him at his current concert. And by happenstance, she's able to get free tickets from Skyrocker, and of course she's entirely speechless, which is completely out of character for her. And what happens in the duration of the film is there's a villainess, her name's Felonia Funk, who just hates music, can't even stand the mere mention of the word, or she goes absolutely berserk. She sends her two goons across the galaxy to another quadrant to a general who will be able to translate her secret code into something useful. And apparently there is an element on Zuma Zuma which will destroy music as a whole. And I never noticed this before, but this is a cruel irony. The Zuma Zuma aliens, they are pacifistic aliens who adore rock and roll. And I thought, how wrong is this to have the element known to completely destroy music on their planet? I'm not going to say how everything comes to pass because that would give away everything, but as far as movies are concerned, this one gets 3 out of 4 stars. 2 thumbs up. I mean, it's still pretty, it's a good movie, suffice it to say, and it's entertaining, and there are a lot of good morals and values that are mentioned in it and are shown in it. And another thing I thought was very intriguing about it was the homage to the actual musical style and to the clothing style of the 80s. You can see there's a heavy influence to the 80s in this this film. Now, it can only be found on VHS. As far as I know, it is not available on DVD like the feature film of the Jetsons. But if you want it, you can go to eBay, and if you're a Judy Jetson fan, I would definitely just pick it up for a watch, because it is an enjoyable movie, and it is very cute, and there's a lot to be taken away from it. And it actually almost made me cry in one scene when Judy is singing about home to little Zippy, and Zippy is one of the Zuma Zumas, and I'm not going to say what happens to lead up to that point, but it's actually very heartrending and rather touching. And I can say that about Hanna-Barbera's cartoons, because I think that they had a lot of heart, and of course the voice actors and actresses did a tremendous job in what they did. And I find it very amusing that Charlie Adler was in it. He's known for playing Chicken in Cow and Chicken, amongst other characters like the red guy and Boneless Chicken. And it's just really different to see him playing a brainless goon, though he is perfect for the role. He plays the role just it fits him like a glove. There couldn't be anyone better to play in a bumbling toady other than Charlie Adler. Um, Mel Blanc, my favorite voice actor of all time, may he rest in peace. He plays the role of Mr. Spacely just as he did with the feature film. And actually, I probably said this before, but the Jetsons, the movie, was actually the last film that he lent his voice to before his death, which is still very sad to a lot of us purists out here who think that Mel was the best voice choice for all those iconic characters that we grew up with as kids. But I'm going to say something for the modern day voice actors, and I'm going to give them their kudos because I will give credit where credit is due. I feel that the current voice actors are doing a outstanding job, suffice it to say. But I don't think there'll ever be another Mel Blanc. The closest, there are actually two voice actors, actually three. Jim Cummings, actually I should say four. Jim Cummings, Maurice LaMarche, Wally Wingert, and Harry Shearer. Those are my four Mel Blancs. I think they're the closest that you can come to actually having Mel back with us, and they are just as talented, and they're sparkling examples of what true talent really is. Beyond that, I have to say that this is still one of my favorite animated films of all time. It may not rank up there with the top 10 or 20 that I have on my list, but Hanna-Barbera, they always produce a very high quality animated film. The only thing that stands out as one of the flaws is there are some of the scenes that you can see that maybe they were missing a cell or two, and the lipstick off of some of the teenage girls will appear and then it'll disappear. And I guess that was just an error on their part, but it really isn't that noticeable unless you're paying attention to it. And I always pick out the most obvious flaw, and it really doesn't matter because the movie itself is just so endearing and nostalgic, and it just makes you want to be a kid again, and it's just really stellar entertainment, and I just love it. If you're a fan of the Jetsons, and if you like Judy Jetson, and you want to see her in a different kind of situation and see actually have more time devoted to her, it's a good film. Suffice it to say, it has some flaws that I didn't really care for, but other than that, it's a really good film. So check it out.